Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Real Myst. Once again, having to re-record for my audio since I accidentally deleted it. In the center of Island, we open up this door and we actually find a console. And you can see down below there are actually 6 buttons. And these buttons actually coincide with the switches we were activating as we were traveling around the age. And the goal of this is to basically position the satellites so we can actually hear the sounds that are being played. This is essential for a puzzle that we have to solve. Well, yeah, to solve so we can actually make our way down towards the linking book back to Myst. And the best part about it is that if you're close to the sun and you can barely hear it, the arrows will actually start to blink, indicating direction you need to move until you're perfectly aligned. I'll move on to the heater. And it's actually very simple. I mean, basically you just keep on panning until you actually see the satellite dish you're supposed to be lined up with, and then you release, and boom. All right, next one. The clock tower. Alright, next one is going to be the crystals. Now, if you're noticing, not only does the Age of Myst change night and day, so do the ages, which is a really nice touch. So it really does make this age even more beautiful, actually, in my personal opinion. Anyway. Sorry about that. We've got one more thing to do. Alright, now below all these buttons is a Sigma button. And we press that. We'll click on it. Crystal, water, heat. No, I'm sorry, wind, heat, clock. Now I click on it again just to double check I've got the combination. So it's crystal, water, wind, heat, clock. And this is the combination we'll be using to actually gain access to the underground cave segment that Atreus mentioned in his journal. And of course, because it's dark, it means trying to find the damn ladder is even better. Luckily enough, the ladder is in front of us this time, so I don't film around the darkness. Now, the staircases do have lights on, but otherwise, everything else is, unlit, which actually kind of makes, kind of cool, because, it's like you're fumbling around in an age you're still not familiar with. But basically, to get back to the main area where we began, just make sure you stay on the rocky path and don't transverse stairs or anything. Then we find ourselves back to this door, and we click on this console. These sliders have, the sounds that we need. So basically we find the correct sound, and we basically input that order. So crystal, water, wind, heat, as soon as we find it, and then the clock. And then we hit that button. Anyway, so now we're in some sort of underground metallic cave thing that I'm assuming that Atreus must have built in preparation for his, because he said he wanted to find a better way into that chasm. And this is it, actually, this giant metallic submarine. And the cool thing about the real Myst version of this is that you can actually travel around the submarine to, get a better view of it, unlike in the original game. But alas, we're not going to do that because, well, it's just going to save us time. And the final puzzle in this age, much like the puzzle to get in, is long and tedious. Now, the way how this works, much like everything else in this age, sound-wise, we get to use sounds to basically get an idea of like what direction we need to be going. There's actually an easier way to solve this puzzle because in the mechanical age, I'll explain that later. Yes, this button here will basically replay the sound, and it sounds like glass being, thunked at, and that is actually the direction for north. In the mechanic age, there is actually a little rotation simulator. Because that age is actually built on a tower, and you can actually discover, like which direction it needs to face for to gauge sound. That cricket sound is the indication for west. But if you did this age first, then basically for the first set of rooms, you just came from the south, so south can't be that noise, and every other direction except for west was basically blocked off. So basically we have the glass as north, crickets as west. And that's the sound of, like, compressed gas. And we already know that that's not the sound for north or west. So, and we already know we came from the south, so it has to be east. Which basically means the last sound we hear, or the sound that's different than the ones we've heard before, that's going to be our magic number, well, whatever cardinal direction it needs to be. And this is this entire segment. And the sad part about this age is, yes, that thunk. That is south. So the sad thing about this age is that when you come back here to get the red, when we come back here to get the red page, we have to redo this damn puzzle again. There is no shortcut to, skip all this crap. You have to redo this. And it's tedious, it's long, and it gets boring after a while. Ah, yes. Now they start combining things. That was obviously southwest. And that would be northwest. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what happens if I actually take a wrong path? Well, in the instance that they take a wrong direction, there will be no noise. When you arrive at a location, there will be no noise at all. So all I do is hit the backtrack button, and then listen to the noise again, and actually go the correct direction. I do believe we are almost done. I think 2 more junctions. Actually, I think this is the last one, actually. Yeah. Don't you see the weird little support braces and the overhead lights? You basically know you're done. As the trolley begins to slow down, And here's our stop. So we're not free to get out of the train, or trolley, or rail car, or whatever you want to call it, and go through this passageway. And at the end of this passageway is the book Back to Myst, which takes us straight to the library after our amazing loading bar. Now, since we have the blue book, let's go and take it back to Akar.
You've returned. You wouldn't return. Ages to rescue me. I'm Akar. My brother, I beg you. To be complete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Not listen to my brother. An egotistical fool and a liar. Bring me the blue pages. Not the red one. Don't bring the red one. I implore you. I've been wrongfully imprisoned. You must leave. I will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages, please.
Anyway, so from that, we basically get that Akar is telling us not to trust his brother and don't bring anything. Well, not too sure about that. I mean, it'd be nice to, see what Sirius has to say when we bring back his page. Best part about this, the puzzles have already been solved for us. We don't have to redo the annoying organ puzzle. Alright, now it's time to go find us the red page. Red page is actually right down here, and it's actually back where the crystals were. Not this way, the other way. There you go, Zach. Much better. And you actually find the page right up here. So we'll go ahead and grab it and head our way back. And also, this puzzle's also already solved. So what you do is just hit the button. Unfortunately, there is no way to skip this trolley part. So instead of boring you guys to death of basically seeing that whole minecart section again, as soon as apparently I'm getting ahead of myself again. Come on. There we go. That's right. I actually went around the perimeter to double check to make sure that there was any kind of shortcut back to Myst, but fortunately there's not. So I basically did the whole minecart section off screen, and the next part we'll pick back up. See you guys then.